Hey everyone! The conclusion of the first story arc of Absolute Batman is finally here. We're really looking at an issue packed with action and intense moments in Gotham. Let's dive into every detail of this story, so stick around, and don't forget to hit that bat-like button and tell me down below, is Absolute Batman your favorite Batman? Would you like to see an adaptation in theaters? Drop your thoughts in the comments. After Black Mask recruits the citizens of Gotham City to join him and become party animals, the city has plunged into chaos. The news reports recommend that everyone stays safe in their homes. Meanwhile, at Killer Croc's hideout, Waylon Jones is gearing up to fight off a possible intruder, but it turns out to be Bruce, looking battered after his last battle with Roman Sionis. In this moment, Waylon discovers that Bruce is Batman. But Bruce Wayne doesn't have time to waste, he asks his friend Waylon for help. Next, we see a scene from Bruce's childhood, where young Wayne and his friends are at home getting ready to sleep. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a burglar breaks in, and to protect the kids, Martha jumps in front and gets shot. Bruce wakes up in a panic, realizing it was just a nightmare. He rushes to his mom, and in a touching scene, she hugs him on the couch as he drifts off to sleep. Back in the present, Martha and Jim Gordon are surrounded by party animals and citizens looking to join the gang. Martha puts on one of the gang's helmets and sees that Gordon is a high-value target, with $1 million bounty on his head for whoever takes out Gotham's current mayor. But wait, Martha's also a target now since she's running for vice mayor alongside Gordon. Far away, Julia, Alfred Pennyworth's daughter, is on the subway heading home after a long day at work. She gets an alert on her phone telling everyone to stay safe at home, but she can't, as gang members storm the subway, and one of them grabs her. In another scene, Batman is on a plane with Oswald Cobblepot. Oz is furious to find out Bruce is Batman and lets him know that all his friends are just as angry because Bruce kept the secret and caused so much trouble. Waylon Jones wants to punch Bruce, Harvey Dent wants to arrest him, and Edward Nygma has been suspicious for weeks. Batman interrupts his friend, pointing out that Black Mask's local servers must be on the boat they're flying over. According to Riddler, Black Mask's entire network is too massive to bring down, but the local servers can be crashed. Batman plans to blow up the boat, leaps from the plane, and in a scene reminiscent of The Dark Knight Returns, he dives toward the boat as lightning crashes in the background. The bat lands right on one of Roman Sionis' goons. He throws a life jacket on the thug and tosses him overboard into the sea. Then, he kicks everyone off the boat, putting life jackets on all of them. After that, the story cuts to another memory of Bruce, where he's with his mom looking through the family photo album. One photo reveals something totally unexpected. Thomas Wayne had long hair and used to be in a band. Did you see that coming? Let me know in the comments if that surprised you too. While looking at the picture of Bruce with his friends, young Wayne tells his mom that this photo was taken on the morning before his dad took him and his crew to the zoo, just moments before the tragedy struck. Meanwhile, back in the present, Martha and Gordon are still being threatened by armed gang members in the city. Martha tries to convince them not to accept the bounty offer, but the lure of that cash prize is too tempting, and they want nothing more than to take out the mayor and his vice. At Gotham Airport, Alfred is on a plane with Julia. He saved her from the subway attack and now wants to get her out of the city. Alfred's plan is to keep Julia away until the situation in Gotham calms down, but Julia doesn't want to leave. She says that in the past, she waited for the moment her dad would return from his adventures and take her along, but now, being on a plane with him is the last place she wants to be. Julia also says that if they don't return to the city, she won't consider him her dad anymore. Right after that, Batman enters a final showdown with Black Mask. The Bat, in a furious rampage, lands some brutal hits on the villain and demands Sionis say again that Batman doesn't care about Gotham City. He loves to hear it, but then Batman is taken by surprise as Black Mask starts to choke him. Sionis talks about how he loves the sound of pigs fighting to survive, and as Bruce hears this, he remembers a moment with his mom where she tells him how much she loved that photo, reminding him that even though it was taken just moments before tragedy, it represented the hope Thomas had for his son. Batman is still being choked by the villain, but he manages to use the ears of his mask and jabs them into Black Mask's eyes. While Gordon and Martha are on the verge of being killed by the party animals, Batman breaks free from Black Mask and blows up the boat, destroying the local servers and cutting off all communication with the party animals. All the promised cash values from the targets on the gang's masks disappear. Gordon and Martha are rescued. Afterward, Batman is sinking into the sea following the explosion of the boat, and as he drifts, he remembers his mom's words about the photo. Just then, Batman is rescued by Alfred. The veteran says if he's going to stay in the city, then Batman needs to be with him, and now he needs to be patched up. In the epilogue of the story, the Joker is with his henchmen. He's learned that the operation in Gotham has failed, and now it's time to take further action, time to call Bane. So, folks, that wraps up the first arc of Absolute Batman. It turned out to be a fantastic story arc originally. Scott Snyder, the writer of this tale, mentioned that this arc would have 5 parts, but it took one extra issue to wrap it up in a grand finale, resulting in the 4th edition revealing this Batman's origin, concluding in the 6th issue. The ending was truly impactful. We had a ton of great scenes here, and even nods to another Batman comic. That image of Batman falling while lightning strikes is a direct reference to The Dark Knight Returns. It's not just a nod to Frank Miller's classic cover, but it also connects to a moment in the story where Batman returns to action in the city after many years, and we're finally introduced to this iconic version of the Caped Crusader in the comic. So it's clear that this page, drawn by Nick Dragotta, beautifully references those 2 pieces from The Dark Knight Returns. The entire conclusion crafted by the creative team was fantastic, and I genuinely loved how this story wrapped up. In this edition, Batman was completely enraged and quickly dealt with those associated with Black Mask. Despite the violence, he tossed out life jackets so no one would drown, showing us a Batman who was intense and fierce, but not crossing the line. The moment of Batman's fight against Black Mask was incredibly well done, and you could really feel the emotional weight Bruce was carrying as he unleashed his fury on the villain. And even in the scene where Batman jams his mask into Black Mask's eyes, he still doesn't take the villain's life. Instead, he throws him off the boat, putting a life jacket on him. It was a really intriguing conclusion, leaving several threads open to explore in the future. Many questions remain unanswered, like how Bruce's friends now know his identity. We're not sure what happens next. The upcoming issues should spark some interesting discussions, especially since Harvey is not on board with Bruce being Batman. He wants to arrest Wayne, while Waylon wants to beat him up. Another detail that lacks resolution is Alfred. Will he continue being an agent? Now that he's staying in Gotham, it seems he will work alongside Batman, but we don't know how this whole thing will play out with him being part of this organization. He probably stepped down from his position to spend more time with his daughter. Despite all that, what stands out most is the epilogue, where we see the Joker doing bizarre things. It's hard to tell exactly what he's up to. This version is incredibly strange. Yet, it's not all about the weirdness, it also hints at the future of Absolute Batman, with Bane set to be the next threat for the Dark Knight. So, everyone, all that's left now is to wait for the next story arcs, with new takes on Batman's iconic villains and answers about what happened in Gotham City after the chaos unleashed in this first arc. There's still a lot to resolve. Thank you all so much for being here with me in this video. Let me know down below what you think about this comic. Did you enjoy the story? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to give a bat like to the video and subscribe to our channel. The Absolute DC Universe is coming with more comics, and I'll bring everything right here for you, so make sure to subscribe to stay in the loop. I'll leave this recommendation video for all the Batman fans out there, I'm sure you'll like it. And to stay updated on everything involving Absolute Batman, click on this playlist on your screen. Thank you so much, and see you next time.